Today, this week in Miami, we are hosting not only the largest Bitcoin conference in the world, but the largest finance conference in the US. But before we open these doors wide and bring in the full crowds, today is really our industry day, where we have a smaller, more intimate audience and a ton of high quality professional content for you to engage with, digest, learn from. So if you're here looking to invest in the Bitcoin ecosystem, if you're here looking to hire for your company, if you're here looking to build out your Bitcoin strategy, there's no better place to be. We've got a packed day ahead, but first I want to give some thank yous to our team, to all the people who've worked to bring you what you guys are seeing today, and a very gracious thank you to our hosts here in Miami. And so I wanted to welcome three people without whom this event could not have happened: Mayor Levine-Cava, Mayor Gelber, and Mayor Suarez, and ask them to join me up here on stage. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. How many were with us at Manna in Wynwood last year? How many? We were there. We were there. Okay. It brings me great joy to be with you, with the bull in front. Very cool, very cool. So many familiar faces, people from all over the world with us here in Miami Beach. So, yay. Incredible. So I'm Daniela Levine-Cava, the county mayor. We have 34 great cities, 2 of them represented by the great mayors behind me. You'll hear from them in just a minute. But we are all standing together. We're standing together because we want to embrace global innovators. We want to embrace you. We stand before you to talk about how we can bring technology, especially blockchain, and how it can drive real change to help create a better community, help create better community for everyone. Equity, that's what we're here for. And Miami-Dade County is the perfect place for this conference. We're diverse, unlike any other. That's a big part of why people come here to visit and then stay here. We are a county of immigrants, a county of entrepreneurs, hard workers seeking their slice of the American dream. We are a community constantly changing, constantly evolving, embracing new markets, new sectors, and opportunities for the 21st century. That is what has made our community great. Our diversity strengthens our resolve. It drives us to innovate, and not for just now, but for the future that we want to build together in this beautiful place, in this paradise. Our resolve has been fueled by all of you who come here, bring your ideas, bring your hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and it has fueled our meteoric rise. We are the most recovered economy in the country today. Yes, we are. We are one of the fastest growing, you all know that, tech hubs in the world, thanks to my partners here. And thousands of companies have launched here in just the last 24 months. So the pandemic has been our reward. We have benefited from this terrible time, and coming out of it all the more so. So these enterprises that have come here, like our residents, have one common goal, and that is opportunity. We are the opportunity community. That is Miami-Dade. So for us, Bitcoin represents that opportunity for so many, and it is a path towards financial equity across the borders. So later today, you'll be learning from some of the brightest minds in the industry, many of whom have already decided to make Miami-Dade County their home. So all around you, We see pioneers, we see risk takers, futuristic thinkers who are leading the way, and I am right there with you. Yep. Thank you. We are committed to being at the forefront of innovation in the crypto and Web3 industries. We're exploring green solutions to crypto mining. We're developing spaces for crypto R&D, and we're studying ways to integrate blockchain technology into our everyday operations. And I'm particularly proud of the work that our county has done with its crypto task force, laying the groundwork to educate more of our residents and our workforce on the opportunities within Web3. So because we've come together and we're working towards creating more access, we are going to lift up communities from the ground up, and that is what we have always done here in Miami-Dade County, the land of opportunity. What's good for business is good for our people. So we're committed to making sure that every resident can thrive in the technology-driven future, and that you are helping us to build it. My administration's central focus for almost a year and a half as a new mayor is ensuring that all of our residents benefit from this new and growing sector and the opportunities that are created here. So I look forward to exciting new innovations in the Bitcoin space that are going to be born here today and into the future. And after speaking here this week, I'm confident that if you have not yet moved here, you soon will. So thank you very much, everyone. Welcome. And it is now my great pleasure to hand over the podium to a dear friend, the host of your city for this conference, the inimitable basketball star, Mayor Dan Gelber, Miami Beach. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning. So I wanted to welcome you in the best way I could, to make you feel comfortable in my city and to do something that would make you feel totally at home. So let me just say, welcome to Miami Beach. How can we help? That's Mayor Suarez, by the way. Nearly 50 years ago, I was an usher. I was working my way, trying to get a car. I was an usher in this convention center. And I worked here after school and on weekends, and I was a ticket taker, and I took people to their seats. The only thing that really showed up here really were only two things: professional wrestling and boxing. That's what took place in our convention center when I was a young man and I was a kid. Today, it's a little bit different. When Art Basel comes here, we are the center of the art world for a week. Later this month, Emerge will have its event here. We'll be the center of the innovation world during Emerge Americas. Next month, the Aspen Institute will be hosting its climate festival, an Aspen Ideas Fest right here. And we'll be the center of the climate activist world for a week. We're even the center of the foodie world when the South Beach Food and Wine Festival comes here. And this week, we are the center of the Bitcoin world with Bitcoin 2022. So welcome to my city. But it's not just conventions really anymore. It's not just a moment, as my friend Mayor Suarez likes to say, this isn't a moment, it is a movement. People are coming to our city. They are coming to our community, they're coming to Miami, they're coming to Miami-Dade County. And why they are coming here, I think, has become pretty obvious. It's the same reason why people seeking to escape autocratic regimes jump on rafts and brave the seas to come to the shores of South Florida. They come here for the promise of opportunity, of entrepreneurship, of prosperity, of freedom. That is why people come here. We are a place, and I believe this, where anything can happen. I can't imagine there's another community that has more first-gen students going through a higher ed system than we do here in South Florida. I can't imagine a place more approaching wanting to have you here every single day. We have a booth. My city has a booth, booth 463. Please go to it and learn all the ways you can join and be part of the Miami Beach and the Miami and the Dade County experience. We want you in our city, not just for a day, not just for a week. We want you here for a lifetime, because our city, our community doesn't put people in boxes. We give you the ability to do whatever you think you can. That's what this city, that's what this community wants to do, and that's what we're going to do. Now, and by the way, we're in different political parties, but I can tell you something. Mayor Suarez and I really believe that the best thing to do is to help people rise and to help businesses rise. About an hour ago, Mayor Suarez and I were on a Zoom together with the mayor of Odessa, Ukraine, Mayor Trukhanov. And that city is being shelled right now, but we took a moment to ask that mayor and his senior staff if the cities of Miami and Miami Beach could become sister cities to the city of Odessa. And I listened to Mayor Suarez on the Zoom, and his pitch was very simple. While we're a port city, while we love culture, while we love architecture, while we have those similarities, at the end of the day, what our cities really believe in is the freedom of people to not have to be persecuted, but to do what they want to do, the freedom of self-determination. So I will just tell you this, whether you're coming here for a day, a week, or a lifetime, we want you here. We want to help you any way we can. We want you to have a great week, and we want you to do great things and have a good time and a fun time doing them. Now it is my great honor to introduce my friend, my colleague, really the spark to this Miami movement. And I won't say, I'm not even going to pretend I'm you anymore. Mayor Francis Suarez.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Let's see. Give me some mic action here. How's everyone feeling this morning? I can tell you guys drank your Cuban cafecito. I like that. So I want to thank my dear friends and colleagues, Mayor Dan Gelber, whose city is hosting this. In Spanish, they say, no hay cama pa tanta gente. That means that we outgrew our last venue, and so we have to get a bigger venue thanks to all of you. And I want to thank Mayor Levine-Cava, who does such a great job running our Miami-Dade County. And so I also want to thank Paxville, because Paxville provided 500 free tickets to the Bitcoin conference to our community. So let's put our hands together for Paxville, please. So I wanted to be very intentional about what I wanted to talk to you about today. I thought about it a lot, and the first thing I did was I woke up this morning and I realized, what am I gonna wear? So I decided to go all in black so that nothing about me was the script except for one thing, this. You got the shoes? By the way, they're pretty comfortable. And you can talk to Novogratz, who's coming after me. He got some shoes that are a little bit more expensive. You tell me if you like my shoes or his. The second thing that I thought about is I've gotten a reputation in these speeches for saying some things that are provocative, some things that keep me on the cutting edge of being the most Bitcoin-friendly mayor on the planet. So I thought to myself, how do I top what I've already done? I mean, I already get paid in Bitcoin. My employees can get paid in Bitcoin. You know, I was the first one to have the laser eyes. We were the first one to put Satoshi's white paper on our website, you know, in the United States, second one in the world. And I gotta thank Pomp, who's back there as well, for his inspiration, Anthony Pompliano and his wife. So I thought to myself, how can I get bigger? How can I go bigger? And then a light bulb went off. I can make an announcement that I'm running for, not this year. That maybe will be next year. But no, what I thought is, I need to articulate a vision. I need to articulate a vision for the country that I was born in, the city that I was born in, being the first Miami-born mayor in the history of my city, in 125-year history, I need to articulate a vision for this country. And the vision is simple. I call it Vision for Bitcoin America 2024. It has 3 points. I'm Catholic, so everything is Trinitarian, right? The first is we need to elect pro-Bitcoin candidates. And yes, the next president of the United States has to be a pro-Bitcoin candidate. Because what's at stake is federal legislation that can either propel us into the next generation or can set us back. There's one thing that the United States should never do. It should never agree on anything with Russia and China when it comes to Bitcoin. The second thing that we need to do this year is we need to integrate Bitcoin into every aspect of our society, every part of the fabric of our society. We need to make sure that you can go into a convenience store and buy a Snickers with a Satoshi. And the last thing that we need to do is we need to unleash the macro power of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has the power to democratize and to create wealth for the unbanked and for the poor in our community who are getting decimated by inflation and government spending that has gone rampant. If you have a bank account today, guess how much interest you're earning? Zero. And it's worse than that. It's worse than that because of inflation. Someone is sticking a hand in your bank account and taking money out because the purchasing power of your fiat currency, the fiat currency of the world, is being diminished. And so we have to lean into this generational wealth creation opportunity so that the poor in our community don't get left behind like they always do when government intervenes. We have to understand that Bitcoin has the possibility of being able to allow for people to transmit money outside of the banking system efficiently and quickly and give people in countries that are dominated by, in many cases, socialist and communist regimes, the ability to untether themselves from that control and be able to be free and be able to spend money in their countries and buy goods without having to worry that the currency that they're using is being controlled by the very government that controls all of their decisions. This vision for Bitcoin America 2024 is centered around some very basic principles. That as a country and as a world, we're better united than divided. Let me tell you, our enemies want to divide us. They want to use democracy against us. They realize that the best weapon against democracy is division. We're not going to let that happen. And we want to create a world that has economic peace and prosperity. What's happening in Ukraine is unacceptable, but Bitcoin has been a factor for good across the world. And the last thing is we want a world of freedom. We want a world where people can choose their own destiny, where their tomorrows are better than their yesterdays, and I plan to be a part of it. Thank you, and God bless you.
Gotta run. Thank you.